Hello friends, welcome to Siddaganga IAS Academy YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to cover November first week current affairs. Whatever the exams you are preparing for, whether it may be UPSC or any other state PSC exams, this current affairs will be very useful. So whatever the doubts you got in current affairs, we're going to destroy all your doubts. So this current affairs has been picked up from Hindu, Indian Express, PIB, Kurukshetra, Yojana. All these topics will be covered. So this is a one-stop solution where you're going to get solution for all these topics. Okay, come, let us delve into this video. Let us see like what are there in this video and which are the topics we're going to discuss in this video. So first, okay, let us see. So what are the topics will be covered in this video? So let us see one by one. The first thing is the International Atomic Energy Agency to investigate dirty bomb claims in Ukraine. Okay. So apart from that, India came 2022, Invest Karnataka 2022, Common Income Tax Return Form. India is the top exporter of defense equipments to Africa, Black Sea Grain Initiative, Electronic Manufacturing Cluster, GST Collection, second highest in October, that is October 2022, biggest ever coal mine action on November 3rd, 2022, Ministry of Home Affairs order. What is that order? We're going to see to it. Apart from that, Vadodara Municipal Bond. So these are the topics we're going to cover in this video. So go through these videos. You can take a screenshot, and if you want all these topics to be revised once again, you can check into the description box where you're going to get a PDF file and you can just revise all these videos so that it will be very helpful for your preparation. So come, let us see one by one. So what is there in these topics? The first topic is International Atomic Energy Agency to investigate dirty bomb claims in Ukraine. So why Russia is making claims on Ukraine, like Ukraine is making dirty bomb, and they use it to throw on Ukraine itself, and they use it to create a false propaganda. So this is what Russia is saying. So let us drill into this and we're going to see to it. So what is there in this? Okay, dirty bomb. Now let us see the definition of dirty bomb. What is this dirty bomb means? So it is a bomb or radiological dispersal device is a radiological weapon. So this is a radiological weapon. So that combines radioactive material with conventional explosives. Okay, conventional explosives means like every day we use it to make explosives. So if you go to some other places like where they use it to make crackers, okay, explosive crackers. So all these people use it to use these conventional materials. But like this is not similar to the nuclear bomb. So where the fission reaction used to takes place. So this is not as harmful as your nuclear bomb. So, and it is for serving primarily as the area denial devices against civilians. You might have seen the police people use it to use this dirty bomb to like cluster scatter the people who are together in a mob. For those people, they use it to use this, and they use it to easily scatter these people so that they can control the mob. So it is not to be confused with a nuclear explosion such as a fission bomb. Okay, so it is not harmful as fission bomb. A dirty bomb radiation can be dispersed only within a few hundred meters or few miles of the explosion. So it is only for few miles. Okay, it's not a very big explosion. It is only for few miles. So this is what they are saying. So apart from that, like we have to see to the things like Russian complaints against Ukraine. So what are the complaints of Russia against Ukraine? So Russia is complaining that Ukraine will use dirty bomb and blame it on Russia to sympathize on international forum. So this is what Russia is claiming. So instead of making a war with Russia, Ukraine is spreading this false propaganda that so they will gonna throw this dirty bomb among themselves and they're gonna create a ruckus and they're gonna put this blame on Russia. So this is what Russia is blaming on Ukraine, but Russian and its alliances are not ready to accept this. The reason is, so like we will not going to do this for ourselves because definitely it will going to harm our people. So we are not doing such kind of allegations. Okay. So and they have straight away rejected all these allegations from Russia. Okay. Ukraine is straight away rejected all these allegations from Russia. So if you can see this, okay, International Atomic Energy Agency is investigating the matter. So like if there is something like this, okay, there should be a third person who has to investigate this because there is a tussle between Russia and Ukraine. The whole world knows this. So definitely if the Russia says also, nobody will going to accept it. Ukraine says also, nobody will going to accept it. So that's the reason. So there is an agency called International Atomic Energy Agency. So they are investigating into this matter, and we're going to see like how this International Atomic Energy Agency will going to work. The IAEA is planning for a security zone around the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. So Ukraine, okay, Russia is planning this, and they wanted to acquire this power plant, it seems. So, and they have captured 50 members from this power plant. So what they are working over this, they have captured the 50 members workers. This is what Ukraine is complaining about. And apart from that, allegation from Ukraine, Russia detained 50 employees. This is what they are saying. And if you want to see what is International Atomic Energy Agency, you can see it over here. So it is formation in 1957. Apart from this, it is very active and international organization. It is an international organization. And like in most of the exams, they're going to ask you the question, where is the headquarters of International Atomic Energy Agency? So its headquarters is Vienna, Austria. Okay, Vienna, Austria. This is what you have to know. And right now, who is Director General, all these things. So definitely you can't remember also. And like if you keep on memorizing it, definitely when the exams arise, and like if you enter into the exam hall, definitely you're going to forget all those things. Okay. Next, we're going to see this established in 1957, as I said, autonomous organization within the United Nations system. So this is within the United Nations system. Reports to both General Assembly. Okay, it will gonna reports both for General Assembly, United Nations General Assembly, as well as Security Council, UNSC, United Nations Security Council. It will gonna report to both United Nations General Assembly as well as United Nations Security Council. Next topic is India Chem 2022. So what is this India Chem 2022? So it's a flagship event, Department of Chemicals and Petrochemicals. Okay, so this is the department, so which is handling this Chem 2022 program. So what is there in this India Chem 2022? So let us see into this. It is one of the largest composite event of industries in the Asia Pacific region. The 12th edition of India Chem 2022, jointly organized by the Department of FICCI, okay, Department of FICCI as well as Department of Chemicals and Petrochemicals. FICCI means it's a private organization, Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry. That is the definition of FICCI. So theme or vision of 2030, that is Chemicals and Petrochemicals Build India. This is the theme they have kept for Chem 2022 event. And it will showcase investment opportunities in petroleum, chemicals, and petrochemical investment regions. So in all these regions, so it will gonna show a rapid growth, so that like we can invest more in this kind of region. And this is the brainchild of Modi, that is Make in India, where we can initiate lot of programs using this Chem 2022. This is what they are saying. So you can see major petroleum projects under consideration, which are the major petroleum projects under consideration. That is Naira Energy, Vadinar, Gujarat. So this is under consideration. So apart from this, so which are the things? Dahej, Gujarat. Okay, this is under construction. Reliance Jamnanagar, Gujarat. So RRPCL, Ratnagiri, Maharashtra. ISRPL, Panipat, Haryana. And Aldia Petrochemicals, Aldia West Bengal, Aldia Petrochemical, Balasore, Orissa, and Raigad, Maharashtra. So these are the major petrochemical projects or petroleum projects which are under consideration. So this you need to go through, so that like in competitive exam, this may become MCQs. Okay. Next, Invest Karnataka 2022. So Invest Karnataka 2022. This is in news. The Investment to Karnataka 2020 Summit is a global investment summit. So organized in Bengaluru. Where it has been organized? In Bengaluru, it has been organized. What they're going to do? So there will be so many companies and so many CEOs. So they're going to come to the forum and they're going to discuss. And if they like the idea, they're going to invest into Karnataka. This is what they're planning out. For that, they have made a program, Invest Karnataka 2022. Okay, the theme of this is Build for the World. Okay, Build for the World. So this theme is very important if you are writing any of the PSCs. Okay, so state PSCs, then it is very important. This theme reflects Karnataka's government's aim to reap the benefit of the global supply chain. Okay, so the global supply chain, what Karnataka is supposed to maintain. So they wanted to report this investment idea, and they have to take major benefit from this investment. More than 80 speakers will be participating, include CEOs of major companies. Okay, the major company CEOs also participating in this. Partner countries. So which are the partner countries? France, Germany, Netherlands, South Korea, Japan, and Australia. So these are the partner countries. So which will gonna participate in Invest Karnataka 2022. Okay. Next, Invest Karnataka. So there are so many companies so which invested so much of money, that is 5.20 lakh crores has been invested, and 7 companies invested in 2.9 lakh crore in the manufacture of green hydrogen. This is very important. So they are investing more on green hydrogen. So where the investment has gone, more investment has gone means for green hydrogen. So our derivative sector. These companies includes ACME, Renew, ABC, Avada, and JSW. Okay, these are the companies which are investing more on green hydrogen. So this is what you have to check out in this. Apart from that, core manufacturing sectors like mining, iron, steel, cement, etc. made an MOS worth 25,024 crore were signed with 6 companies. So the core industries are also investing on this. So this is what you need to check out in Invest Karnataka 2022. Okay. So apart from this, next news is common income tax return form. Common income tax return form. So there are 7 categories. Previously, there were 7 categories of GST form where you need to file the GST form. So if you want to file the GST form, you need to catch hold some person and you need to give some money for him, and then you use it to take so many days, and they use it to fill GST for you. So it was a very tedious process. To break down this process, government came up with a very new initiative. Before it was like this. So income tax return 1, okay, ITR 1. So that is also called as Sahaj. It is to be called as Sahaj for small and medium tax payers. So up to 50 lakh. So next ITR 2, okay, ITR 2 income from residential property. So ITR 3 income profits obtained by business or professions. ITR 4 also called as Sugam, okay, filed by individuals and Hindu undivided families up to 50 lakh. Okay, next ITR 5 filed by limited liability partnership LLPs. ITR 6 filed by business. Okay, so ITR 7 filed by trust and non-profit organization. Now, so what is the thing is, so they have cancelled all this. Okay, all 6. There is only one. So we need to form. We need to fill only 2 forms. Either so for all this, and otherwise, so if you are a trust or non-profit organization, you have to fill ITR 7. So this is what there in today's news, that is common income tax return form. So you can see it over here. So merges all the 7 ITR forms. The common ITR form can be used by all taxpayers except trust and non-profits. It merges all existing ITR forms except ITR 7. Okay, except ITR 7, because there'll be so much of foreign funding for non-profit organization as well as for trust. So that's the reason they have kept out this ITR 7 out. Okay, remaining all things, so they have included. So all 6 has been merged right now. Okay, in the common ITR form, tax fillers will be required to answer question in yes or no format so that you can easily fill it. Okay, no need to worry. How is it useful? It is a self-explanatory. Okay, so if you are using a Mac and Windows, so which is user-friendly means obviously you can say Windows. Okay, Windows is user-friendly. So like if you are using a Microsoft and Android, so for some people Android is very easy, right? So this is how it is. So like if it has been reduced, so you can easily make it user friendly and you can fill by yourself. Okay, no need to catch hold some person and like fill the income tax returns. You can fill it by yourself. Okay, it is self-explanatory. Next is India and African relations. India is the top exporter of defense equipments to Africa. So we need to borrow from so many countries. So if you can see to Rafale deal, all these things. Okay. Now India is improving because we need to expose defense equipments to some other countries. Okay. This is what India is growing. Okay. That's the reason I'm saying that India is shining. Okay. So many people are going to say that India is shining because there are so many elements like this where we used to struggle and we used to take equipments from different countries, okay, developed countries. Nowadays, what is happening after Make in India and all these programs, we used to export defense equipments to African countries. So later we can export this defense equipment to developed countries also. Now let us see what is there in this news. India Exim Bank released a report reinvigorating India's economic engagements with Southern Africa. As per the report, India is the top exporter of defense equipments to Africa. So now the question arises in prelims is, so who releases this report reinvigorating India's economic engagements with Southern Africa, this report? So India's Exim Bank, Export Import Bank. Okay. So India's Exim Bank will gonna release this report. As per the report, India is the top exporter of defense equipments to Africa. Okay, top equipments to Africa. Mauritius, Mozambique, Seychelles are the top importers of made in India arms. Next, India exports 6.6% of defense requirements to Africa. So this is what they are saying. So it will gonna play a vital role for India because of, so all these nations are Indian Ocean region. All these nations are there in Indian Ocean region, so that we can easily make a very good tie-ups with all these nations, and we have a very good bilateral relationship with all these countries. Indian Ocean littoral countries also been benefited from Indian exports. The 9 IOCL, Indian Ocean littoral countries. Which are the 9 Indian Ocean littoral countries? Comoros, Kenya, Madagascar, Mauritius, Mozambique, Seychelles, Somalia, South Africa, and Tanzania. So you can see it in the next slide. So if you can go through the map, you can easily understand where these countries has been located in the world map. So you can see it over here, South Africa. Okay, South Africa. Apart from South Africa, which are the countries? You can see it over here: Mozambique, Tanzania, Kenya, Somalia, Yemen, Oman, Iran. India is there in Indian Ocean region. You already know that. Singapore, Malaysia, Philippines, Australia. Okay, all these countries are there in Indian Ocean region. Okay, so all these countries will be benefited. Right now we are discussing only about these countries. Okay, so East African countries where they will be importing the defense equipments from India. Next, Indian Ocean Rim Association for Regional Cooperation. Indian military vehicle manufacturers like Tata Motors and Ashok Leyland are major players now. So focusing on areas like indigenously developed new age technologies in maritime segments, including unmanned underwater system, unmanned aerial system. You might have seen drones, all these things, and like radars, all these things have been exported to these countries. And these players like Tata Motors, Ashok Leyland, so all these players are making a very big impact on East African countries. The report also recognized cyber security as another potential area for increasing ties with African countries. Okay, so they are saying that like we are also giving a cyber security to all these countries. Next is Black Sea Grain Initiative. Recently, Russia withdrew from that deal. So it was launched to mitigate food inflation caused by conflict in Ukraine. So this has been resumed. Okay, so they are saying that Ukraine asked to resume this deal. So before it has been stopped because of war, and they wanted to initiate this again. The Black Sea Grain Initiative. It was an agreement between Russia and Ukraine with Turkey and the United Nations that will gonna supply the food grains for all the different countries from Ukrainian ports. So this is what they have made an agreement to create and safe passage of food grains exported from Ukraine, which is currently in war with Russia. So what is the agreement? So under this agreement, export of grain, food and fertilizers will be allowed to resume from Ukraine via a safe maritime humanitarian corridors. Okay, there are different ports in Ukraine. From these ports, so we use it to export a lot of food grains and fertilizers to different parts of the world. So why? To create a safe passage of the food grains exported from Ukraine, which is currently in war with Russia. So the same news. And like ports in Ukraine, which are the ports in Ukraine? So Cherno, Moks, Odessa, so Yuzhny, Berdansk, Mariupol. Okay, so can you remember this? So these are like tongue twisters. Okay, definitely you can't remember all these ports in Ukraine. So just you go through that. So it is over here. So you can easily see it. So all these ports. Next is background. Ukraine exports around 45 million tons of grain to the global market each year. See, like that's such a small country, and they used to export 45 million tons of grains to the global market each year. Due to war between Russia and Ukraine in February, Ukraine was left with large amount of grain stored in seals unable to be transported. As there was a war between Ukraine and Russia, you all know about it. So there was so many food grains which has been stored in the Ukraine itself, and it has been spoiled. That's the reason Ukraine is asking for United Nations to resume this deal, and they wanted to export these grains. So that is what they are saying. So apart from that current status, Black Sea grain deal will be expiring in November 19, 2022, and they wanted to renew this again, but Russia is not accepting for this, and they don't want to cooperate with Ukraine for this deal. Electronic manufacturing clusters. Maharashtra established the first electro manufacturing cluster in Rajgaon in Pune. So this is what they are saying. Right now we have electronic manufacturing cluster in different parts of the country. So at present it has been set up in Noida, so Tirupati, as well as Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. First EMC in India is YSR EMC, okay, electronic manufacturing cluster, where it has been set up initially means. So the first EMC in India is YSR EMC, Andhra Pradesh. It is a scheme under Ministry of Electronics and IT. It is the scheme under Ministry of Electronics and IT. So what they are going to do with this electronic manufacturing clusters? So design and develop it to provide the necessary facilities and amenities for manufacturing electronic products like mobile phones or cables, etc. Okay. So they're going to develop all these things. So GST collection, second highest in history after October 2022. This is what they're in news. The GST collection for October 2022 was 1.52 lakh crore. This is what they are saying, the second highest, okay, after GST has been started. So why this has happened? Okay, why this GST collection has been increased? So this may be a prelims question. Okay, what they are saying, high inflation rate, surge in retail prices of many consumption goods. Okay, the prices has been increasing. You know that. Okay, after Corona, high demand during the festive season. So there was so many festival holidays. So that demand has been increased. So strengthening of compliance. So stringent action against tax evaders. So all these are okay. The main reason to increase the GST collections. So next is the biggest ever coal mine action on November 3, 2002. So this is what they are saying. So location of coal mines in India, where are they? So Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, West Bengal, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu, Bihar. Okay. The state with highest number of coal mines are Madhya Pradesh, later Chhattisgarh and Odisha. Okay. Odisha, there are 27, Madhya Pradesh 30 and Chhattisgarh 28. The Indian government is releasing 6,000 crore production linked incentive scheme. So they are releasing almost 6,000 crore to speed up this coal mining action. The coal gasification is cleaner option than the burning of coal. It is the process of coal being partially oxidized with air, oxygen, stream of carbon dioxide to form a fuel gas. So fuel gas means syngas. Okay. So coal gasification is the process of producing syngas, a mixture consisting primarily of carbon monoxide. Syngas or coal gasification consists of, so what are the things they are consist of? Carbon monoxide, so hydrogen, carbon dioxide plus methane, CH4. Okay. So plus water vapor. These are the things they are consisting of. And Ministry of Home Affairs order. Okay, this is the next news. Ministry of Home Affairs order. So grant citizenship to Hindus, Sikhs, Buddhists, Jains, Parsis and Christians from Afghanistan, Bangladesh and Pakistan living in Anand and Mehsana district in Gujarat. You all know that, like, instead of putting the name, will not going to allow Muslims. So they used to say, will not going to allow minorities in these countries. That is Afghanistan, Pakistan and Bangladesh. Why? Because Hindus, Sikhs, Christians, Muslims, all these people are minorities in these countries, right? So like, but Muslims are majority. That's the reason they have put the word, instead of Muslim, they have replaced it minority. Will not going to allow minority people from these countries. So you can see here, notification from MHI will benefit migrants who enter India through passport or visa and already applied for citizenship under Section 5. Okay. So this is about today's news, that is first week news. So if you want more updates, please do subscribe to Siddaganga IAS Academy YouTube channel. So thank you.